This is really the fighter and the kid.
Come on, baby. You look, you getting yourself a little magic mind? Dragging a little bit?
A little bit, bud.
Getting any sleep?
Not a ton of sleep.
No.
Not a ton of sleep.
An eventful weekend. And by eventful, I mean a nightmare.
Yeah. Eventful week.
But our girl's home. Our
Baby girl's home. Baby girl's home.
Yeah.
Yep.
The picture you sent me, she looked like she'd been through a war, which she had. So get some magic mind in you.
Yeah, she's been through the ringer.
Let's get into it.
The problem is because those hospitals, shout out to Children's Hospital, they're the best. But
yeah,
you know, she would finally fall asleep, but then they come in, run vitals, maybe give her medication or do this or this IV. So it's like every 2 hours they're constantly just interrupting her sleep.
Wow.
And then me or Joe would be there, so then we're not sleeping either.
Yeah,
I'm talking 8 days of just like.
No, I saw you in line at the supermarket, and I was like, I think that's my friend Brennan's shop.
Yeah, I like people are like, oh, Brennan's on Ozempic. No, it's stress. It's stress.
Ozempic. Yeah. No, that's a stressful time.
Yeah,
I feel like we're not in the belly of the beast anymore.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's for now.
You effing hope so.
For now.
Hope so. 2024 has kicked me right in the tits, dude.
It's kicked you right in the tits and
lost
balls.
my truck, baby girl issues.
Yep. But truck, by the way, but hold on. The truck isn't even in the same conversation.
Oh no,
right?
No, I'm just talking about. No, I'm just talking about bad luck.
Right. I'm just saying, who gives a fuck about your truck? Who gives a fuck about anything else when it's your kid?
Oh, 100%. I'm just saying that. Like that sucks. That sucks for me, dude. Yes. And that's how I kicked off the year.
Yes.
And then God was like, "Oh, hold on.
Wait, that was the appetizer.
We know. Oh, dude, that's the cherry on top.
That's just
if
money.
you thought that was bad, check this out. I'm gonna make sure your baby girl can't breathe. So yeah, it's been tough, man.
Oh my
God. A lot of support though. A lot of support. Love you guys.
A lot of support, huh? A lot of people reached out.
I see it. Yeah, thank you. Love you guys.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had a lot of people reach out saying, "Hey, tell Brennan, we're praying for him." There's a huge prayer group.
I know. A lot of people send me pictures of prayer groups.
Dude,
and stuff.
there's a couple of friends of mine who have had a massive prayer group growing. It's pretty cool. Pretty touching.
I love it. Yeah,
I see it. Rogan at all?
Rogan texted me. Yep.
Good.
Rogan texted me. A bunch of other people, but
nice.
Yeah, I see it. Love you guys. Yeah, it was a tough time. Still is, but
let's turn this thing to comedy. What else is going on?
God,
I was at the SHOT Show.
Worst
I was at the SHOT Show.
We've been doing podcasts too long.
I mean, I was going to say, what else you've been doing? We've been in the hospital.
I went to court.
Oh, you went to court?
Oh, I didn't tell you this. Remember when I saw that accident with those kids I helped out?
Yes.
Where the dad tried killing everybody?
Yes.
Dude, I didn't know this. I got subpoenaed. I was at the car shop. 2 cops walk in, give me a subpoena. I'm like, what's this for? Like, you're a key witness in this trial coming up. And I was like, okay. And they're like, you had to be here tomorrow. And it was like right the baby girl stuff's going down. I'm like, it ain't happening, man. They're like, oh no, you have to, otherwise we'll arrest you.
So you're mandated to go.
Yeah, mandated.
I didn't know you had to be a witness.
Have to.
So you went and had that.
I had to put on
Was the guy there?
Oh yeah, I had to put on a suit. Go at 8:30. I don't know if you know how the judicial system works.
Oh, dude.
I got there at 8:30. I didn't do shit till about 3:30.
That's right.
And I go, I'm gonna leave, and she goes, you can, but if we call her and you miss it, it could be a warrant out for your arrest. That's how they get you.
No, you'll stay there in that really, what you'll do is you'll stay in that court area, which is super comfy with those benches.
And criminals.
Yeah.
Because everyone's going in and out. So I've never seen more guys with tattoos forever on their face in my life.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of gangbangers in there. But I did, I watch a bunch of, crime docs and murder mystery stuff. I did feel like I was on Law and Order. Because I was bored, so I'd sit in all the trials.
Yeah.
So I loved it. Oh, dude, I loved it all.
Oh, wow.
I even asked the lady, I'm like, hey, I know I'm not involved with this. Can I sit in there? She's like, I don't see why not. I literally, for 9 hours, sat through all sorts of trials.
Yeah.
And like guilty,
not as exciting,
guilty.
Not as exciting, right?
Pretty fun. I dug it.
Do you know?
It is nerve-wracking when you get, like, when it was finally my turn, when they call you up, and the prosecutor and the defense start questioning you. It's a little, you're like, oh.
Yeah,
it's a little stressful.
Did you?
Because you gotta have your P's and Q's.
And that guy was clearly trying to kill his family. What's he saying? Claiming insanity or something?
Yep.
Are you allowed to talk about it?
I don't know if I am, but he was trying to act like he was insane during the
but
thing.
be careful about talking about
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, I'll just say that was weird. The judge wasn't having it.
The judge was not having it.
No.
Yeah. Do you know what the number one factor to antisocial behavior in males is? What is the number one factor? According to, I guess, criminologists and, people who study this.
Sex.
Nope.
Okay.
Friends? Social group?
No. It's really weird.
What is it?
It's simple. There's one
The
factor.
number one what?
So the number one contributing factor to antisocial behavior, violent behavior, criminal behavior.
Molestation.
In young males. Nope.
Get molested.
No. It's really weird.
I don't know, man. It's
Fatherlessness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Fatherlessness. When there's not a male in the home,
Yeah,
and a
that'll do
responsible male, boys don't learn how to regulate their aggression. So apparently women, a mother is good at teaching a child to regulate their emotions, and men are in the house to help boys regulate their aggression. So the boy starts hitting his sister, and the father goes, hey, I'll
Can't do that, yeah.
You're going to get your ass kicked. And
Yeah, I don't know if those guys in courts had dads or not, but
Yeah, you didn't ask? You didn't
No.
go, hey, are you fatherless?
no, just bring it back. Have you ever been to court?
Oh, yeah.
Have you
Oh,
had to be a witness or
I was a jury on a murder trial.
jury's different?
Yeah, I was a juror.
But you've never
on-
had to like sit up there when they question you? It's
No.
dude. It's just like Law and Order.
Yeah.
Identical, dude.
Oh yeah.
And I'm glad I wore a suit.
Because the other side is trying to trip you up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and they listen to the podcast when I did the thing. They have all of it, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They've done that.
And then, and I'm like, well, it's entertainment pod because I would use words like this, like when we talk, I'm
you were
like,
using dramatic words.
I'd be like, this is insane. He's like, you said insane. So what did you mean by insane? You're like, no, that's how I.
oh wow. Oh, they'll trip.
But then he started poking the bear. Then I had to.
they'll trip you up.
I had to lie. No, they didn't trip me up at all.
Then you lit them up.
I had to light him up.
We
I
started
had the
poking the
judge
bear.
laughing. Oh yeah, I had the
You
judge
did?
laughing. Yeah. I'll tell you off the air about what.
Oh man, I can't wait.
He's like, you said that's insane. So would you say that's insane? And I was like, it's insane for someone with his athletic ability to try and cross the street. For me, it's not insane. And I'm like, the judge is laughing.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now,
But they're smart, too,
You
man.
got to make sure you can talk about this stuff because this hits the air. This could compromise your testimony.
I'm not saying anything. I'm
Okay.
a witness. There was, there's a bunch of witnesses there.
Okay.
By a bunch, I mean 4, but.
Yeah. Fuck. What was I going to say? That reminded me.
But,
of something.
but my thing is, I was like, well, my baby girl's in the hospital, and they do not care, dude.
No.
They put me first because I had to get out of there to get out of there, but it doesn't matter, dude.
For me, I was at the time I had to sit on two gangbangers in a gang.
That's fun.
Yeah, two
You
gang.
sat on 2 gang.
No. These two gang guys from a well-established gang. They made a U-turn, came back and shot, and they showed the gun. It was some crazy. It was like a 45 slugs, but it looked like an assault rifle. It was some kind of a pistol thing, and then another gun. And they tried to kill this dude. And this one girl saw it, and she was terrified to testify. And so I'm looking at these gang members, gangbangers.
Why are you so scared to say bang?
And all the families and all the other gang guys are there in the.
Well, that's what people are worried about. If it's a gang affiliated case,
so I say
you have to worry about intimidation. And
So I ask for a sidebar, and I come up and I say to the judge, I go, hey, look, I'm an actor, and I'm on a show that a lot of people in these communities watch. So I don't really feel like if I come up with a guilty plea, and the defense goes, you're saying my client's guilty? Oh, I'm not saying they're guilty.
I'm just saying, if it goes that direction.
And she goes, okay. And then the judge looks at me, he's the greatest. Judge goes, well, you know what? I never heard of you, and I never seen you. So if they're like me, you're fine. So go, and I didn't get off.
Yeah, they don't care.
I was
They're
like,
savages.
oh, okay. I
Those
was embarrassed.
lawyers-
I was like, oh, I'm acting like a bigger star than I
Yeah,
am.
but still, those
They would-
those lawyers are beasts, man. With their words and shit, they're gangster, man.
Yeah, we found them guilty. They went away for a while. I think 15 or 20 years.
That's it?
And they made us. It was attempted murder. Yeah, maybe more. And then they made us each say guilty. They wanted to hear each of us. They went.
Oh, it can't just be.
Nope.
Oh,
they-
wow.
They want some. They can request that. So all of us, because they're hoping
Yeesh.
you'll be like, oh, I changed my testimony.
Oh wow.
So we're like guilty. And but the detectives, those gang detectives that have seen it all, they're just up there.
That's all they do.
This one woman was like, "Yeah, I know. His name is. He goes by Pinky. He goes
They
by
know their shit.
Crazy."
And you know how people, when you get a ticket or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, well, hopefully the cop doesn't show up to court because they'll throw the ticket out." You know, cops get paid double overtime when they go to court, so there's incentive for them to show up. So like when I was in high school, or if you had something in college go down, like hopefully the cop doesn't show up to the court date, then I get out of it. No, the cops, they've made it so they're incentivized to show up. They get paid double. So you want the cops are always going to show up because they make double the money.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Dude, out there, but that whole legal system, I was like, this is insane, dude. Just appeal, this, and just drags on. Everyone's getting paid, the defendant, everyone, the judge, the courthouse. I was like, this is some bullshit, man. The whole legal system
try
is crap.
the military industrial complex. I spent my time in Vegas doing a corporate gig for the SHOT Show, which is the largest tactical civilian convention, in the world. And you want to talk, forget weapons manufacturers. Like, you want to talk about the money that's involved in making everything from scopes to oh my God. And it's pretty wild. Great people, but it's a very interesting experience. How about this for a little something for you guys?
Now, do they vote Biden there or?
No, but there's a lot of conservatives. But how about this? How about this?
Distracting?
Yeah. How about this? I did a podcast with Eric Prince, who owned Blackwater, former Navy SEAL, and Eric Prince has a very, very intelligent guy who was talking about how we should have done the war in Afghanistan as an example, right? Let me give you an example of how the U.S. government works. That guy right there, crossfitting with him, and my age and crushing me. But that makes sense because he's a Navy SEAL and a billionaire. Okay,
but why talk about how we should have done something in Afghanistan? It's over.
Well, so
it's like Detroit Lions should have not went for it on fourth down.
Because there's got to be a way where the U.S. government, the justice system, these things get so bureaucratic.
It's crazy.
So fucking. I didn't know this. A fifth of our budget went to getting oil to Afghanistan to run the war effort. Okay? A fifth. So what we'd have to do is we'd have to get our oil from the Gulf states, bring it through the Mediterranean up to the Red Sea, get it piped in through Pakistan. The Taliban's waiting with all their tolls, so it costs you so much money to get the trucks there, otherwise they'll blow them up.
Okay.
So now you got to get to Afghanistan, and now you got to truck in all that oil. It takes, I don't know.
Too long.
A month, whatever, but it's also $1 trillion. Mm-hmm. We had oil reserves in Afghanistan. You know, there's oil wells in Afghanistan.
There is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but all the oil we needed. We could have gone right there and taken the oil
why didn't
out
they
of
do
the
it?
ground. Exactly.
Money?
No, it's just not how generals think. It's just not how they're like, no, we'll get it from over here. Hey, guys, the wells are right there. They're right there. Just take the cement cap off. And you could have literally powered the entire country so that the people didn't have to burn dung and plastics to stay warm, which they couldn't do anyway. It's fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I'm outraged.
You should be. So the next time we have a war. Did that fall on deaf ears? Okay.
It's just tough, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I get out of our
man.
our lane there?
I don't know what to do with the oil, dude. It's above my pay grade.
Okay. I just feel like we were piping it in when we could have gotten it right there.
I know. It's annoying, dude. Yeah. It's annoying. It started with
a lot of waste. Is what I'm trying to say. A lot of waste.
I have a question about the jury thing.
Yes.
Does everybody on the jury have to be unanimous?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
one vote. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So if
12
they make you all
Otherwise,
stand
it's
up,
a mistrial.
Yeah.
but if you stand up and say guilty, isn't that just an obvious thing? We all knew it was guilty.
No, so you go back. When you go back, you deliberate. And we deliberated for a long time.
Yeah.
And it all hinged on one decision that they made, the gang guys made, to make a U-turn, to turn back around.
But you know what's weird is like that when you take that time to decide the deliberation. Even I was thinking about this because I was sitting around from 8 a.m. to freaking whatever it was, 3:34 by the time I took the stand.
Yeah.
That long way, by the time you get there, like, I just want what's the easiest. Just get me out of here.
It's very interesting.
So, like, with the jury, like, think about it. Like, the OJ, they're there for months.
Yeah.
and they're out of their house. They can't listen to radio. They can't listen to TV. So they're like in this area where they have to be on that schedule. So think by the time it comes, you're like, yeah, whatever. I was innocent, but now no, fuck,
Dude,
this.
it's
I just want to get out.
It's so interesting you say that because
the human error is nuts.
So what's fucking nuts about what you just said is that they've done studies on that. And so there's a book called Thinking Fast and Slow, and Kahneman, who is they won a Nobel Prize for this. They looked at parole boards in Israel. So when you're up for parole, if you came up for parole right before lunch and they were hungry,
You're good.
no, you're not good.
Oh,
they were
really?
like,
I figured they want to get
They
out.
didn't want to go through all of it. They were like, he's guilty. Fuck it. Nah, I can't. I gotta go eat, man.
Yeah.
This guy. I'm looking at this
Wow.
thing. They're irritated. They're mad. And without a doubt, your fucking entire life hinged on whether they were hungry or
Isn't that
not.
crazy though? I was thinking the same thing.
All the
'cause
time.
Some of the there's 4 other witnesses. Some were like, at first, like, I'm glad we're doing this. It's good for the family. But by the time 3 o'clock, they're like, I don't give a fuck. I just want to go home.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, man, if this was like a major trial,
It is, and that
this would
happens.
affect so many people.
It's what happens. It's fucking what happens all the time. We put these guys away based on one very critical decision they made, which was we saw where they turned. We said, why did they turn at this light and not that light? If they had turned at that light, we would have said, I can't prove that they did this. But they made a
I was
deliberate turn
just
back.
thinking about that. It's going to, I mean, 'cause,
That's it.
I'm human. I was like, God, this thing forever, man. How can I get done with this quicker?
So one woman was a stalwart in this trial that we had. She was like, no, I don't think so. And I think what happened was she just got tired. And she went, all right, I'll just. But I mean, we were right.
It happens
But
all the
we
time.
We were right, though.
Because-
We got through to her.
Because think about it, if you're on a trial and whatever, it's like going back and forth, and you're there for 3 weeks, you want to see your family, and you're the one not guilty, and all you need is one guilty. It's like, just say guilty, man, and go home. You're like, all right.
Lawyers will tell you anything can happen. Anything. So you better not want it. You don't want to go to trial. Anything.
And
Even if you're in the right.
the jury too, they'll look to see if there's any ties, like on your social media, like if you're a pro, back in the day, if you're a pro OJ Simpson, like, no, you can't do it. He liked a tweet from OJ Simpson. He's already a fan. He's out. So they look into everything.
Oh, also, if you're on a trial where where there was a gun used, okay? If you were in the military, if you own guns, you have to tell them that. They want to know. So as they're choosing the jury, the defense wants to know what your relationship to guns is. Are you super anti-gun? Now that's bias. It's pretty wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Especially if your life's hanging on it.
I want to talk about 5CBD.
Can we take a little break and talk about CBD?
I need to take it. Well, look, you've had a stressful time. How you sleeping? Not so well.
Not great these days.
How about
I had a concussion recently, and I use 5-CBD to help with my brain.
Tell me about it. Are these the 5 daily buzz gummies?
Yeah.
You just have to pay shipping and handling. You get a free $40 bottle if you go with Fighter and Kid.
This is exactly what I'm doing, dude. It's
Okay.
2 to 5 milligrams of THC.
Damn.
Yep. It's legal in all 50 states, third-party lab tested, so I know it's made in the US of A as well.
Right. Okay. Grown in USA. They got that flavor Daily Buzz Sour.
Yep,
And
that's
a
my
variety
favorite.
of fruity flavors and stuff.
Yeah, I take the gummy right before I go to bed. It's supposed to help with your brain when you have
Helps you sleep,
concussion.
helps you
CBD
sleep.
is good.
Yep.
It's all good for
They're
the
U.S.
neuro.
Hemp Authority certified, so you know you're getting the very best. Go to 5cbd.com/fighter. Get your $40 bottle for free. Just pay shipping and handling and give it a shot. That's 5cbd.com/fighter. So it's 5cbd.com/fighter. O'Reilly, if you want Iridium spark plugs.
O'Reilly.
If you want Iridium spark plugs, if you want wiper blades, you got all kinds of things at O'Reilly, okay?
Dude, I love O'Reilly's. I use them all the time. O'Reilly Auto Parts gets a $12 O'Reilly gift card after rebate when you purchase 4 or more select AC Delco spark plugs. Maintain your performance and fuel mileage with new spark plugs, Bryan, even though your car doesn't use them. You can also improve visibility with their new wiper blades. Right now, save $12 on a pair of Rain X Rugged XL wiper blades. Plus, get 2 times O reward points. An extra large profile and premium features make Rugged XL blades the right choice for extreme weather, driving, and durability. Also, if you're like Bryan, you need this. The professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free.
I do need someone to do that.
That's fine. Most Tesla
I
drivers
gotta learn
do.
how to do that. It's disgraceful.
Yeah, like if you blow a tire, your girl's like, get out and fix it.
Oh
Like,
my God.
Can't.
Oh my God. Yeah.
For spark plugs, the wiper blades, and more, save right now. Do it right deals in store at O'Reilly Auto Parts or go to O'ReillyAuto.com.
Although there was a guy saying he was from the hood and he said, yeah, judicial system is pretty fucked up. But he said, I don't know anybody that's doing life who was a good guy from my neighborhood. I don't know a goddamn soul.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know. Do you ever hear the greatest literary, difference between a villain and a hero? You ever hear how a great writer, or, you know, when you watch Marvel movies, or do you know what the criteria between a fucking hero and a villain is?
I've heard one.
So what is it?
It was if you're a hero, you live long enough till you become the villain.
That's not bad, but there's the fundamental thing is it happens to a kid. The kid, like Batman, has his parents killed in front of him.
Okay.
And the villain does something, the equivalent of drags a knife across his face and just leaves him a mark and says, "This will just to remember me by, kid," you know, something like that, right? The hero is the guy. Well, the villain is the guy who says, "The world hurt me, and now I'm going to hurt the world." Okay. The hero is the one who says, "The world hurt me, and I'm going to make sure the world never hurts anybody like that again." And it's an interesting thing because that kid makes that choice. So is that kid who makes that choice, is that kid naturally good? And is the other one naturally bad? Because that's a decision you make as a young
One's
child.
Batman, one's Joker.
Yeah.
Well, do you think people are born evil?
Yes.
I think some people are born...
Some.
I think some people are born as absolutists where they see the world in black and white. And if you push them, or if they see something bad, they go, "Oh, fuck the world." Right?
I think some monsters are created,
Yes.
you know, through experiences and stuff like that. But I think some people are just bad people, and we don't. Everyone wants to blame it on this or that. It's like, yeah, they must just suck, man. They're born just shitty.
Well, I also think that you said, like, for example, you and I, we tend to be naturally empathetic. Like, I can't. When I see somebody who's being like a dick, for the most part, I'm like, if you gave me a good excuse, if his dad used to hit him, you know, you and I are like, oh fuck, all right, you know, maybe, you know, it's like. Does he really deserve to go to jail that long? We have some personalities tend to be more lenient, more flexible, more whatever. Some people though, like my sister, my sister's black and white.
Gangster, yeah.
She's a gangster. She's like, fuck you, bad person, good person. Good people, bad people. I think the world's a little more gray than that.
You been watching anything, buddy? Anything new? New Love on the Spectrum, not as good as the first season.
Yeah, I've been watching
Same thing.
Movies. I watched Bottoms. You see Bottoms? Fucking hilarious. It's about a female fight club. There's some good movies.
Does it involve gang?
Some good, no, there's some good movies out there. Bottoms is such a stupid but funny movie.
Oh, that's gonna be a hard no for me.
It's actually funny. It's actually funny and stupid.
Yeah.
And then also Saltburn. You might want to.
Oh yeah, Saltburn. Yeah.
Get that under
People
your
love
belt.
Saltburn. Yeah.
God, that's a good movie. Jesus. So.
I watched Got Gotti on Netflix.
Got Gotti.
Yeah. 3-part documentary.
Oh yeah, this is my problem. If you're balls deep in Gotti like I am, it's nothing you don't. I've seen all of it before. They just shuffled it different.
Really?
They played the tapes.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
It's nothing new. Like with Gotti, there's nothing new. Like if you're a Gotti fan, you've heard all the tapes of the FBI. You've heard. There's nothing new.
He was a massive narcissist.
Yes,
and known.
That's what screwed him over.
Well, also
he wanted to be famous.
Also, he was so dumb. Like he literally had.
Dumb.
Well, he literally had. So they were all secret society, and their strength was that they were anonymous. Like so when they would be in a restaurant and they saw one of their own, they didn't say hi.
Yeah.
Right. It's all that.
You didn't want to be flashy.
No. So I know you in a restaurant. You come in with your girl or whatever. I'm not looking at you. We might do this.
No, he made a scene.
Right?
He made a whole
Silk
thing.
suits
Yeah, he didn't
and
just
all.
make a scene. You can see the surveillance tapes. Every fucking Friday, every mob family and boss had to come and shake his hand and kiss his ring outside of the Raven Archive.
They'd line up. Yeah, they'd see him.
Like, and they were all like, dude, literally.
Dude, he's on the front cover of Time, dude.
I mean,
In his
the
suits,
worst.
like that's what he wanted.
The worst.
He's a narcissist, got famous, but
He loved it. He called it our public. Our public loves us.
And then also, you're not supposed to sell drugs. He started selling drugs. That's what really fucked him. Got the FBI.
Yeah, you know, it was with him all the time. Is Sam the Bull? Always.
course.
Well, that's
he
who
was the
ended it,
underboss.
right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
He ratted and ended everything.
Yeah, he was the when Gotti said you got to take the fall.
Gotti was screwed
He
already.
said, that's
but
what we're gonna
yeah, Sammy
do.
did
He goes,
stay.
that's what we're doing. Okay, cool.
There's a UFC fight night this weekend, but you got some time till the next pay per view. When's the next pay per view, Chin? In Anaheim. Anaheim, right?
Yeah.
Who fighting? Who fighting?
Anaheim's Volkanovski.
I kind of want to go.
Ilya Topuria.
I fought at Honda Center. You know who I fought there?
Hold on. Hold on. Yes,
Who?
Big Country.
No, God knows. That was the Ultimate Fighter finale. Terrible
Okay.
take. Gabriel Gonzaga.
Oof.
On the main card was Brock Lesnar, Cain Velasquez.
You fought probably the hardest leg kicker at the time.
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
Did he get a piece of them
Oh, yeah.
thighs?
He ate up the leggies.
And
Let me see the rest of the card. Don't go to my thing. Please don't.
Was Daddy checking those
on,
kickers?
dude.
No,
Why
we're
not?
staying on UFC
Why not?
298.
Was Daddy checking them
yeah.
bad boys?
Piecing them up.
This is a good fight card.
This is a great fight card.
I mean, Robert Whitaker, Paulo Costa. This is very
Jeff Neal,
interesting.
Machado. Did you see the thing circulating online, Chin, of Ian Gary and Jeff Neal fighting in a bar? But I'm pretty sure it's not real.
Edited? Yeah.
Well, no, they thought it looked like Ian Gary. It's a different. My brother sent to me. I was like, that's not Jeff Neal. That's
Oh,
somebody
okay.
else.
Yeah. I didn't see it.
Henry Cejudo fighting Merab
Merab Dvalishvili, who was super
Dvalishvili.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Tough.
a super tough fight for
Yeah.
Henry. Hernandez, Roman, that's a good one.
That's like late replacement Mackenzie Dern.
I know, that's a bummer.
She lost her last one, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a solid card for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I was talking to Cejudo about that. He was like, I was like, do you feel like you have to prove anything? Like, you know, you've kind of done
What did he
everything.
prove? Yeah, double champ.
And he was like, I just want to go out on top. I didn't like that I went. I didn't like that I got beat. And that was interesting.
I think that's what every fighter says, though. You know, no
Every
one wants to go
fighter.
off a loss.
every fighter.
That's a tough fight, though, for him, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marab's a nightmare. But Cejudo can do it, for sure.
Yeah. I would never bet against that guy in any context.
Marab's tough. Tough
Rob
fight.
is Merab.
Pretty tough fight. Chin thinks he's on EPO, but whatever.
No, I don't.
His cardio has to be the best of all time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like someone that's on EPO, but it's natural. That's why it's
Yeah.
so impressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're still waiting for UFC 300 main event. Tell me what you'd rather see, B. Would you rather him announce DDP Hamzat, DDP Izzy, or Conor Chandler?
Honestly, DDP comes out. That's the most intriguing to me.
You know, yeah, I see.
Chandler,
Conor?
Connor is not as exciting to me.
I think that's what you're going to get, though, is Conor Chandler.
Really?
Yeah.
And then DDP Izzy, I feel like Izzy's going to take some more time off. He's not.
He's ready to go.
He's ready to go. He can't help himself. He's got to come back.
Backing up the Brinks truck for him. He's ready to go.
Yeah, I definitely want to see. I guess I want to see if Kamzat. I want to see what Kamzat has.
I don't think Hamzat can fight in the States. So
Yeah.
I threw that one out there,
Why?
but I don't. Who knows why? There's an elephant in the room. I talked about this on the shop show. Like Hamzat fights once a year now, but when they were in Abu Dhabi, he was fighting 4 times in a month, and no one wants to talk about it. He can't come to the States.
Was it something to do with his comments about Israel?
No, yeah, that's Makhachev, different guy.
No, he also said some stuff,
No, not like Makhachev.
but he did. By the way,
That is, trust me, the UFC's not.
They're not worried about
That's
that.
not it, but no.
Oh, there's
He
something
has
else.
ties to the Chechnyan leader. Yeah.
Hamzan,
So we think maybe the
Kadyrov.
government. Yeah.
That's
that's
that's what we're thinking. I'm not sure
Yeah,
though.
that makes sense. Kadyrov is
Because it's weird that, yeah, and he's boys with him, but they're not letting him travel.
yikes.
So I doubt you get
So
that
he lives
300.
like a king in Chechnya, but he lives in Sweden. Yeah.
I don't know. I have no clue. But he's very tight with him. No, he left Sweden, I thought.
He was in Sweden, but
Yeah,
I'm
he
not sure
was.
where he probably bounces around. But
But
yeah,
what, for a reason, his ties to the Chechen guy, they're not, he's just not here anymore.
yeah,
So then you get DDP, Izzy, Connor.
and then we talked about this on Shop Show. How DDP's team reached out to Izzy's team saying like, "Hey, are you guys gonna be ready for a fight for UFC 300 or whatever around that time period?" And then they said yes, so that's why he called him out on when he won against Strickland.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So DDP
So it's possible,
is
I don't know.
not heeding your advice.
Oh, taking his time now. Nope. Nope.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that Izzy fight's a tough fight for him.
Yeah. Any fight against Izzy is a tough fight.
Would that be the one for you though? If it was DDP versus Stylebender,
That would do it.
that would do it for you.
Because that UFC 300 is just not popping.
I know it's so.
I thought 300 was Cheeto O'Malley.
No, it's
No.
299.
When is that again? That's March. I think early March.
Hold on, let's look at
299's
so
in
far.
Miami. That's the big boy card.
This is so far for 300. There's great names on
It's
there. but
great.
just like-
Overall, top to bottom, it's all good fights, fun fights, but
Yeah.
nothing that,
yeah, exactly. It's kind of
nothing
weird.
100, 200, 300 worthy. That's going to knock your dick down the back of your throat, you know?
Calvin Cater is fighting Aljamain at 45, I would imagine.
Featherweight.
Yeah.
Huh. That's a big cut for Calvin. Calvin's a big guy.
Wasn't Calvin always
gets a
featherweight?
tough. I don't know how Calvin.
I think
Cater
this
gets down.
Aljamain going up.
Yeah, Calvin's always
Yeah.
been 45.
So
dude.
Aljamain's going
I
up.
it's
thought it was
Aljo's going up.
55. Really? I guess really?
Yeah,
Did he
yeah.
fight?
Are you thinking of Dan Hooker?
No, I've just when you see Calvin Cater, I saw him in Utah, and he was so much thicker.
I mean, they're
couldn't
always
believe
like really big.
No, he always
See
fights at
him.
45.
Jesus. Wow. That's a big cut for him, man. That's
But a lot of big
45 is
names. It's just
big.
like the you know.
It's solid. I mean, it's 8's everywhere, but there's no 10s on there.
Bo Nickel, Cody Brundage.
And Bo Nickal's a humongous favorite.
What are your thoughts on Holly Holm, Kayla Harrison?
Love it.
Yeah, I think Kayla Harrison is just. I mean, fucking. Are they? They have very high hopes for her.
She's never fought at 35 before.
That's a crazy cut for her. She walks around to 75.
She said she'd have to
She's
cut off
huge,
both
yeah.
legs to make 35.
It's nuts.
When she started fighting.
Yeah, I don't know how she's going to
The fight. The biggest story on that is can she make the weight and perform?
Yeah.
It's a great. There's storylines all day with Kyla Harrison there.
Yeah.
This was 299.
299 definitely tastier.
Exactly. What? It's kind of crazy.
It's just weird. I wonder why they did that for
Yeah.
299. You know why? Because maybe because Connor's going to save 300, and they know if Connor's on there, it's going to sell. So they stack 299.
if that happens, then
The fun
That's
fight,
what they're gonna do.
The
Guaranteed,
exciting
yeah.
fight also is Kevin Holland, Michael Page. That's going to be
yes, that's
Such a
that's
fun
awesome.
that's such a fun fight.
Curtis Blades and Almeida's great. Gilbert Burns, JDM's great.
So many
Poirier
good
with our
yeah.
boy.
So many good matchups here.
Gamrot Dos Anjos, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good fights on there.
Oh my God.
But your favorite, I'm sure, is like Dustin Poirier and Benoit Saint Denis. That crazy
I'm
dude.
the most interested in that fight, yes.
Sean O'Malley
And-
and Marlon
and-
Vera.
Yeah.
And Kevin Holland, Michael Page.
Yeah. There's so many fun fights on this one.
Would you ever, I know you're friends with both, but Sean O'Malley, Marlon Vera, what are you, if you had to bet?
Too early to call it, bud.
Yeah.
Too early to break it down, you know? All right, what do you got, Jen?
Want to start with that one? It's nice.
Yeah. So this is a developing story, guys. So 6 bodies were found in the Mojave Desert. Some shot, some burned, and they're saying they've made multiple arrests, but they still don't know anything about it. Seems a
So
little.
how'd they arrest them? They don't know anything about it.
Well, they probably have surveillance.
Our bodies.
It sounds a lot like,
Cartel?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to take you out to the
It's the
desert.
bodies were around 2 vehicles based on large number of yellow evidence. Also burned? Wow.
Yeah. That leads me to think a little
They were
cartel.
not only killed, but then set on fire. Well, at least they were dead when they were set on fire. There's some earmarks of gangland style slangs. Yeah. I mean, yeah. What are you going to do with that?
That sounds like a classic gangland killing
Yeah.
in the desert, in the Mojave
They know what's
Desert.
up if they're making arrests.
Yeah. I wonder how many bodies are in the Mojave Desert.
God.
So this was not so much of a current event, but these these guys that live in, I think, was it Thailand or Indonesia or something, or Vietnam, something like that. They make these cars that look like supercars, but they actually form them from like, whatever, just materials that they have.
What? And they're
Dude, and they
building
look
these cars?
legit. They look so legit.
Pagani?
Let me see if it plays here. No audio though. Hold on. I think this is actually Vietnam. So they build the frame. It looks like fiberglass, right?
Yeah, it's fiberglass.
Yeah.
Damn, they do it all by hand?
Yes. And they look
That's insane.
like
These guys are so
legit.
talented, dude.
They look like legit supercars, yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
That's nuts.
I
dude.
know, dude.
I mean, probably not the engines, right?
No, everything.
Yeah.
It's probably like lame as shit.
Yeah, the engines.
But when they're driving around, no
They
one's
just
gonna
probably
know.
have
Yeah.
Still gotta be
two
super
gerbils in
expensive
it,
and
but
hard to do.
Huh?
No one's gonna know.
No one's gonna know, yeah. But they
They're
build
gonna-
a bunch of different
Kind
types
of
of
like it because you
supercars.
look good, but it's safe.
yeah,
So it's a net TV.
that is insane. They can do that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's all, dude. Especially with
So
YouTube,
talented.
people just know how to like, they see what's going on. They see like design patterns. They can just like figure it out. If they're really talented, they can do it. So
Don't get
That's
hit
amazing.
in that, though, right?
No.
I don't think you have to worry about it on the streets out there.
Yeah, but the real ones they have roll bars and all that stuff. Or,
Roll cages?
Yeah. Or no.
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 I mean, you can't
You don't
get
want
them.
to. You don't want to get. I
You
love
can.
my favorite thing is sometimes on Instagram I'll get a semi at going 35 miles an hour hitting different cars against a wall to see which one's flattened. You'd be amazed the ones that suck and the ones that actually survive it. It's crazy.
dude, look at this.
This is
so
nuts. These guys
freaking.
pulled this off. Yeah.
And the doors open that same way too.
These guys
like,
are super talented.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get them to do real, I mean, they could actually do this.
Look at this.
In America, and make bank.
Yes, exactly.
They're clearly stupid talented.
Yeah, very talented. And dude, it mimics almost exactly what the car looks like in interior and
It's like that show, Is It Cake? Is it a
Yes,
car?
dude. Yeah, Is It Cake is crazy.
Yeah.
They'll make a cake.
But
that
this
looks
is like,
exactly
is it a
that.
car? And they should, I mean, I'm sure people with the eye for like gearheads could pick this thing apart, but
But are they actually using the real parts though?
No, no, no.
no.
Well, the
That's
lights,
what's amazing.
everything looks amazing.
I know they're making themselves.
It's mainly the body, but look at this. If you saw this on the street, you would think it's an actual Ferrari. That's like a supercar. Come on, dude.
Wouldn't
This
you?
one here.
Or no, you wouldn't.
no.
You'd.
I mean, because Brendan has more of like an eye for it because he.
What do you mean?
He knows
I know my
Ferraris.
shit, but some things are off about it.
a little bit, right?
But if I saw it, I'd be like, yeah, that's
you know
definitely
how when
Ferrari.
the Chrysler 300s they said looks like Rolls Royces? Yeah, until Rolls Royce pulls up next to
Yeah.
it. And you're like,
Let me see. So wait, is that a
"Oh."
Lamborghini or a Ferrari? What is that?
Which one?
I don't know that.
The top one?
That's Ferrari,
That's a
right?
Ferrari.
It's a Ferrari,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
dude, come on, that
I
looks.
mean, let me
legit,
see the real
dude.
Ferrari because I can't tell that. I can't.
Exactly. So me and you, Brian, we
You'd
would
have to
have-
be-
You
you'd
can't.
have to
They're
be
a
up
little
close.
off. Yeah, they're off. Yeah.
But just
you know how when you get stuff from Nordstrom's Rack or TJ Maxx and like you get a Jordan logo and it'd just be like a little thicker Jordan with like
Oh, God.
his shoe was off. It's like that. Or you'd buy like the polo shirt. My mom would get me the TJ Maxx polo shirt, and the horse and the rider looked a little different. That's what this is. Like.
You have that eye. Do you know who was insane that way? Bradley Cooper, which is why I became a great director. He would like see when we were doing The Hangover. He goes, "Hey, when you come out, have your belt untied like you just took a piss." It was just me, like little details like that. I bought a flat screen. It was back. Fucking this is how long ago it was. It was like when flat screens were like it's kind of a big flat screen. And he goes, I love it, man. He goes, I just take that little thing off. And I go,
Yeah, that
what
drives me
thing?
nuts, dude.
What do you mean? He goes, there's a little sticker.
Yeah.
I go, I didn't see the sticker. He goes, the one right there.
Yeah.
And then the sticker was the same color pretty much. It was a little
But it
bit
was
grayer.
there. Yeah, you could see
And
it.
I took it
Yeah.
off and he goes, yeah, now you go. There you go. And I was
Yep.
like, dude,
Yeah, same.
you're nuts. Some
Same.
people are fucking crazy about that stuff. Little details. Yeah. For me, I wouldn't notice, but it's good
for
that you
cars,
notice
it's
because
everything.
it's craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Like, can I see a regular Ferrari? It'd be hard to see.
What is this called though, Brendan? This kind of Ferrari. I don't even know the name.
Spider?
Ferrari
No,
Spider?
don't say, no, it's definitely don't put Spider because Spider
365?
means it's a convertible. Definitely not a 365. You could put for that one, their La Ferrari. That it looks a little funky, so it's tough to tell. That might be a La Ferrari.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
There
yeah.
you go. There you go.
But you
Dude,
see
that
the
looks-
actual one, how it's not so fat and like weird.
So it's a work of art.
Oh, La Ferrari, yeah.
Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Now put their.
Hold on.
Now,
I do know what you
hey,
mean.
now I'm not making fun of what they do. What they do is fucking nuts. But I'm just saying, compared to the actual Italian-made Ferrari,
It's
La
fair.
Ferrari,
That's
it's different.
fair.
But what they're doing is nuts. Is it cake? Is it a car? That could be a show.
I mean, what they do is incredible. Without
Nuts.
a doubt. Yeah.
Unreal. But I'm just saying,
If you lived in Vietnam, you would have one of those. And we'd be like, dude, you're spending a lot of money on a body of a car.
you see, it's just some things are just a tad off.
But damn, it's so damn
It's ridiculous.
close, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just.
I know what you mean, though.
See how the exhaust is off on the back there? The far left. See how the left is higher than the right?
Yes, the little things like that.
That's an issue. You see how the lights,
Yeah, yeah.
see the depth, see how there's so much clearance
You know
on the
what it
back
is,
lights?
Bubba? You know what it is?
That's an issue.
It's a very expensive toy versus the real thing.
And they took so much time to do these cars.
Oh, dude, no, hold on, I'm not making fun. What they do is nutsos. There's
Yeah.
just,
No,
But yeah, that's definitely.
you see the
detail
gap
for sure.
between the backlights, like all that. There's
Yeah.
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, this one's like a little falling down. A little.
Little sad nipple.
So when you
But now the locals there, they're like, holy fuck, dude, you guys are from outer space.
it's all about getting laid.
Oh my gosh, I wonder how it sounds too. Like if it's horrible, like a lawnmower engine.
Yeah, it's fucking
Oh, it's a
sick.
Toyota engine, right? So
Right.
Bugatti, Ferrari.
So Vince McMahon has been in the news.
yeah, it was a big WWE weekend, guys.
That's the
Royal
only guy
Rumble.
who's had a worse 2024 than me is Vince McMahon. Shit hit the fan for Vince.
So
Vince is in the news right now. He immediately resigned from the WWE. Text messages have come out between him and an employee that is accusing him of sex trafficking between him and some other wrestlers. And these messages are intense.
okay, I love it. That's you.
Don't read this.
Yeah,
This will get us kicked off YouTube.
you just can't get enough.
It's just very.
Hold on, let me finish reading it. I'm rock hard.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
He said,
So
Keep going.
there's-
Don't read it.
"Screen."
Don't
Keep
read
going?
any of it, B.
Next
yeah,
one?
keep
See the
going.
next one?
I've seen it. Oh, it keeps going.
Oh, there's a lot.
Oh.
So supposedly he was supposed to
Oh,
pay her.
man. Three
Keep reading,
big
keep
black
reading,
D's.
keep reading.
How do they know for a fact that this is? I don't know. That's,
Oh, they know.
Oh, they know.
I mean, this is the embarrassment.
Wild.
The embarrassment level for Vince has got to be.
Keep going.
But he's just a freak. I mean, yeah.
All right, enough.
Yeah, this is already
enough.
crazy
Hold on.
enough. Yeah.
No, because
Which
it
one?
sucks for the show, B. Keep going. Yeah, so he's a freak. So this is her
but
texting
hold
with
on.
him, right?
Yeah, can you go back for a sec? Because,
back to the next one?
Yeah,
Or the
the
last
first one. Yeah, because I want to just say something. Hold on.
Which part, Brian? This part?
Yeah,
Above. Okay.
I'm just trying to see if this happened.
Yes. I don't.
Oh, no, it happened.
So he was telling her that he was showing all his crew what she wants. You understand? And she was.
Yeah. When I see stuff like this, I don't know, dude. Like it's like.
If you look into the story, there's parts where there's like defecating and like passing her around to other WWE employees. And
But then this part here, right? So
How do we
this,
know what's real and what's
so here,
true?
like, the girl
'Cause that
says
one, he
it's
says
real.
what he wants her to do,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Can you imagine?
And then right here, the girl says, like,
Well, look at this
give me
one.
another week, baby.
Give me another week, baby. I'll be ready. I'm feeling more like myself. It's not great, but it's getting better. Tell them soon."
Like, what is that?
okay.
I don't know.
It sounds like she's
knows?
down for the count.
Maybe, who knows?
It sounds
But
like
that's
she was
one
getting
small
paid.
text. Who knows?
She was getting paid to be his fantasy.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
And he was a voyeur.
She was an
participant.
employee.
She was an employee. And months ago when this first came out, apparently he had said, I'll pay you $3 million. Just let it go. But he only
Oh,
paid
because
$1
she
million.
came to him, was like, "Hey, I'm
Yeah.
going."
And he only gave her $1 million. So
But he's had previous stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like he had, and then he stepped down, I think, as
After this,
president.
I think,
but he's
yeah.
still on the board, still running it,
Yeah.
and then now this is probably the last.
fully resigned.
Yeah, the cop. Yeah,
well,
I don't know.
yeah.
This all after that $5 billion
Netflix deal. I'll tell you what's interesting. Remember, TKO, which owns UFC and WWE, UFC's contracts up end of 2024. So they're going to start negotiating soon. So don't be surprised if you see UFC follow suit like they always do, follow WWE to Netflix. Because Netflix wants live sports. That's what they want. So I'll be surprised if they jump ship from ESPN, which is a sinking ship, and go to ESPN.
How old is Vince? He's got to be 80, I think. This is nuts.
Hold on.
Is it nuts?
78.
Is it nuts? A guy that big and powerful on steroids and stuff in the WWE?
I mean, you know,
I go like this. Huh.
I agree with you. No, it's not nuts. It's like, okay, par for the course. But I want to know what is she accusing him of? Because she was getting paid and she was a voluntary participant in this in her 30s, right? So I'm so confused as to who. My
Is she
only
saying
issue.
forced him to?
I mean, this sounds like it sounds like he was asked to.
Coerced her
Pace
into
and
having sex with wrestling stars and other WWE executives, along with more lurid action. Ooh, yeah, I guess we'll
Yeah, but coerced her. You're an adult, and you could have said no,
Yeah.
and you got paid for it.
Unless
I'm so
he was like she'd lose her. I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, but
he also shit on her head.
Even still,
crap.
he what?
He shit on her head.
No,
Yeah, he did.
where?
Go up.
I tried to leave
Go
that
up.
out.
Where was it?
Was it on the top?
No, here it goes. Jane Grant claimed wrestling mogul coerced her into having sex with wrestling stars and other WWE executives, along with more lurid allegations that include McMahon defecating on her head during a threesome and using sex toys that he named after wrestlers.
Okay, well, so now
He shit on her head.
Now-
She should sue.
he needs to go. He needs to go to. He needs
If that's
to go
real,
to,
I don't know.
He needs to go to therapy and probably be in a hospital for the fucking insane. Because
No, can you imagine though if you, like
What is
if you're having
wrong
a
with
threesome, like if you me and Jay were having a threesome, and you just
No.
and then you just go to take a
hey,
shit
what
on
are
it,
you
I
doing?
go,
Hey,
whoa,
what the fuck?
dude, you're fucking up the vibes.
What the fuck?
I go, dude, you shit in here, it's gonna ruin.
what? I mean, and
Dude,
you're gonna keep
hold on.
going when it's
I'd go, Brian, just think about it. If you shit in here, the party is over.
Who in the
Dude,
world-
It's gonna smell.
Who can keep
Hold on.
going?
No one's thought
On
about
her
this.
head?
It's gonna smell the high heavens.
Also,
Dude,
this guy.
Hey,
Also,
this is a
this
hotel
not-
room.
This is not sex. This is depravity on the level I can't even believe.
What? No, dude. What, how's it even work?
What do you
Human
mean?
feces.
You squatted over
The night's
somebody's.
over, Dad.
You think?
Fucking.
You think? Like, how about hepatitis and all the bacteria? I mean,
No, it's just the smell.
No, forget
alone.
about all that.
Smell.
You're getting old, dude. I'm talking about the smell of human shit while you have an
yeah,
erection.
can I get a hazmat suit and a fucking and a scuba tank with
But
with a filter? Because this is fucking horrifying.
But the whole thing's over.
you think?
It's a vibe killer.
I'd like-
Hey,
bet-
how about this? If you,
I go, Vince.
if you fart hard, it's over. If your friend, if you're like both doing this thing and your friend goes, you're going, hey, dude, hey, whoa.
Dude, a hard fart to fuck up the vibes.
But
taking a
if you
human
take a
shit.
shit in another room, it's a problem.
But think about it, you're in Vince's mansion. He shits there. It's like, dude, who's gonna clean this? We gotta burn the room.
I'm actually, you know what I am?
Think
I'm
about it.
flabbergasted.
Think about the logistics of human shit.
Well, it's outrageous.
The mattress is screwed. The bed is.
But I mean, how
the smell of shit on your
like
hands.
this is a guy who couldn't get off until he got crazy depraved. This is an insane human being. This is a guy who is such an extremist. This is part of what makes people like this so successful is they have a dark side, I think, that's so fucked up. Like, what are you doing, dude? How are you, like, this girl didn't think this was sexy. What was going on with her? What was going on with him? What's going on with everybody involved? Were there other people here?
There's a threesome.
Yes, threesome,
Another-
bro.
Threesome.
They think
He
it's-
took a shit while there's other people in
That
the
was
room.
your employee who needed that job so badly, who was like, oh, God.
I'd get fired.
You know, folks,
I'd be
folks,
I'd
how
be
do you stay
Vince, I'm
hard?
gonna throw up, dude.
Throw up. I'm going to run away. I don't know what I would
How are there not texts of her being like, dude, last night was crazy. You shit all over me. Like, I'm never coming back. Also, pay me $10 million. Or I'm gonna tell everybody you shit all over me.
Well, I mean, you pay me all the money. Well, hold on. I have a question, Brennan. What do you need for me to shit on your head?
There's no. I'm good,
lot of
man.
money.
I can't. No, there's no. Who are the other two wrestlers who are like, yeah, dude, take that shit? I don't get it. All it seems weird.
Is there a possibility?
She's making that up.
No, yeah. Is there a possibility that because he's an old man, he was going crazy, and he went, and when he came, he went, oh shit, and
That's
he lost control.
what I read is it was an accident.
That had to have been an accident.
On her head, though?
Well, yeah.
Why is he
What's
standing?
he doing up top? Well, I know what he's doing.
Yeah, so he's getting whatever, and he's receiving oral satisfaction. He loses it, and probably because he's old.
He's shit.
But how does
Shat
that land on the head, though?
Huh?
Because if you're standing over her.
But no, she would have to be behind you then.
No.
Who knows, dude? But
She
I mean,
might have been
either
doing
way,
the old.
the only thing I can explain is.
I don't even know what to call it. The old what, Brendan? The old.
By the way, he's had to pay $14.
The old jerk around.
He's had to pay $14.6 million to several women who accused him of sexual misconduct from way back. So
Man,
that's a lot of money.
That dude a freak, man. I don't get it.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't get
The
how
whole
shit on the
logistics with
head.
poop in the room.
I think it's
I'm
really
fascinated.
well,
by
that'd be like,
Show me
hey,
that.
listen,
What?
sorry.
If you're laying down flat and he's standing over you, and
Right.
his
Oh,
thing
right.
is in your M,
Oh,
and someone is from this
That's right.
angle,
There you go.
that's an easy
it's like.
right on your eyes.
Oh, Jesus
That's how you
Christ.
get pink
You ever
eye.
seen that show, Double Dare?
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna give Vince McMahon
know when
the
everyone
benefit of
gets
the doubt in
slimed?
saying that was probably an old guy accident.
I don't think so. I think he's a complete freak.
probably did on purpose.
And put a Cleveland steamer right down
There's
her face.
just no. I can't even. I can't handle that I have children in this world.
Oh, and there's a 78-year-old man putting a fucking Trojan shit helmet down somebody's face.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yes, there are people.
People are crazy.
It's like if
dude.
these sex prosecutors and these FBI guys, they'll be like, whoever. Don't think anybody that you've met. I don't care how nice they are, how much they give to charity. Don't think that these people aren't complete fucking nutcases. They're serial
don't know about
killers.
everybody, but,
People who are into that. They can be the most. They're the last person you think sometimes.
What else you
I'm
got,
holding
Jim?
my stomach. I'm actually holding my body.
I'm just so interested. How's it work? I don't
Look at these
the
assholes.
cleanup.
Look at these assholes.
So you
at
guys,
these
there's been a
protesters.
bunch of protesters lately at all these.
But these don't
museums.
work because you can't get to the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
It's covered.
It's
this
covered.
does
Yeah,
nothing.
they're such assholes.
Did they realize that's not they're not
look at
actually
these dumb
spraying the Mona
assholes.
Lisa? It's covered because they know there's
Look at
morons
these
out there.
fanatics. Look at these fucking fanatics.
They see how it's behind glass.
Yeah.
I would.
So all they do is
they'd
spray
be in
down?
jail for a long time. Yeah,
Their lives suck if you're doing that. That's the penalty.
so dumb. They're such fanatics. We have to save. We have to save the Earth from global warming. So I'm going to destroy a masterpiece.
Hey, I don't get it.
But they think by us talking
Oh,
about
look,
it gives
they're
them.
from the environmental movement Riposte Alimentaire.
But you're talking about them. Oh, and they
That's-
sprayed pumpkin soup, which is just spray off.
That's what it is. We talk about it. They make the news.
That's
so,
what they want.
yeah.
And you even gave them, their company a shout out.
Yeah, but they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, but that's all they want. B. You did it. They won.
I see.
That's
and it
true.
wanted to draw attention to unsustainable food
Yep.
production and hunger in France. Really,
It's so dumb.
they're so dumb, man. People like that are so fucking dumb.
Yeah, this one.
But they don't hurt the painting and it, just
don't know.
gets them talked about.
Is that one?
Yeah. No, next one. Come on, man.
You come on. Let's just do this one here.
All right. Joe Rogan apparently recently was speaking out on like this German farmers issue where there was a blockade, and he's getting a little bit of flack from it. You guys watch this episode?
No.
Who was it with?
It doesn't say. I don't know who it was with, but German farmers like made headlines for setting up like tractor convoys, and he's coming out calling the German government out and saying like, you guys got bigger problems to get after.
He's saying let them be farmers. Yeah, I don't know what he was mad. The German farmers really made headlines for setting up a tractor convoy blockades across the European nation protests of government tax hikes, subsidies, cuts for algae.
Hold on. Let's get this here.
That was, and then
I don't know.
piggybacking off that, Joe Rogan's most watched episode was with Elon Musk, and he was smoking weed on the episode. But now Elon's saying he's been drug tested a ton since then.
Of course.
And as a result, the FDA is now thinking of defining marijuana as a lower risk drug because of Elon.
Yeah, you would think.
He's an amazing guy.
So for Elon's on some different stuff now. You tired, huh, bud?
No, I
heard you
smoked.
yawn.
I drank. I mean,
I suppose.
I slept too much. I slept 10 hours last night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've got 10 hours in
I mean,
10 years.
that's annoying. I was like, how did I sleep that much?
Daddy
Did
needed
you? Can we talk about the games?
Did you watch them? Otherwise, I'm not going to talk
I
about them with you.
watched the games.
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought that there was no way that the 49ers were going to come back the way they did. 24-7 deficit.
It's a bummer I felt bad for. I'm a Niners fan because of McCaffrey, but I like Detroit. I felt bad for.
What do you think happened?
Dan Campbell.
What was it?
They played really bad in the first, really bad, and then some of Dan Campbell's calls, the fourth downs, and then also the receiver not catching the ball, a shitty cornerback. Like San Fran's good, man, and then plus you give him opportunity with the fourth downs and not kicking field goals. Like San Fran's going to bite you in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
But people get mad at Dan Campbell, but it's like, have you not been watching all year? This is what got him to the dance. You thought he was going to change?
Right.
Is this what he does? Like the argument should be like some of the passes that Homeboy threw. What's the quarterback's name for Detroit? Goff. He made some bad throws. He missed a lot of guys. That's not Dan Campbell's fault. And then the receiver dropping it, that's not his fault. They could have won. They literally lost the game.
God.
What do you think, Sanaz?
I think bad play calling. When you lose by 3 and you have 2 opportunities when you're 4th and 2 or 3 or whatever, and you don't kick the field goal.
The 4th and 1 and then a run for it on the goal line. Now remember, he's not the offensive coordinator.
I get it.
He could veto it, I guess, but
I see.
And
I will say that their backfield, like none of those receivers looked open. That was what blew my mind. I was like, dude, they couldn't get open.
Well,
and Goff had a lot of time in some cases, but
a lot of people also underestimate Brock. They don't think he's a mobile quarterback, but he is.
He balled out.
He's a mobile.
Brock Purdy.
And he's not a system quarterback.
No,
the
he
game
showed that.
really bummed me out was the Ravens game.
yeah.
The Ravens
See,
lost
I don't like
that
the
game for
Ravens.
themselves.
But again, the Chiefs' backfield was unbelievable. They shut them
Chiefs
down.
secondary's probably best in the NFL. But also Lamar Jackson, hate to say it, it's not a winner.
But I don't blame him. I blame immaturity. There were 3 or 4 different.
How about that interception in a triple coverage? Who do you blame there? Whose fault is that?
Okay, but what
How many
about-
excuses are we going to make for him?
He got him.
But then Brock Purdy wins and then no one brings it up.
Yeah.
It's how great Lamar is. Great.
Well, Lamar Jackson got him to the dance. I mean, almost.
He always gets him to dance.
Yeah.
Always almost. He's almost Jackson. He's never won in the playoffs. Never wins.
I just think there's a lot of
And then
immaturity on that team. Like the Flowers called, the taunting
dude.
call, the unnecessary.
the penalties was
You
nuts.
cost yourself
Nuts.
15 yards.
That was
That
nuts.
play when he did the taunting, 45. It should have been a 45-yard.
Baltimore
play.
was so
Yeah,
undisciplined.
I don't so much
undisciplined.
blame him for losing the ball in the end zone because he was trying to reach and get it over, and that was just an amazing play by whatever his name is on Kansas City. But that must have been tough for
Kansas City's interesting because for the first time they have like a legit defense.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 all pros on defense. And now the offense, they don't need Patrick Mahomes to throw for 400 yards and ball out. Now Travis Kelce can just do okay and they
God,
still win because the
know.
defense is so good.
That Travis Kelce Mahomes combination is, I mean,
Oh, Pacheco. I mean,
yeah,
Pacheco's
Pacheco's a
filthy.
beast.
he's a beast.
I think the Niners beat him.
You do?
I don't remember that game, but
Why?
No, I'm saying I think the Niners beat him in the Super Bowl.
oh, you think
Yeah.
so? Yeah, if they're healthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
Niners just had a bad the first half. They just didn't. You see what they can do when they're firing all cylinders in their
styles?
defense.
Yeah, they say that the Niners are the most talented team.
Yeah, top to bottom.
I don't know.
All over, yeah. But, people like Stephen A. Smith is now calling Mahomes the GOAT, which is
You could,
I think he's the GOAT.
You could make
Yeah.
that
over
argument.
Brady.
Yeah.
You can make that argument.
Come on.
4 out of 5 Super Bowls. I mean, whatever he does, he never misses. Like that
I
guy
think he's
doesn't
the best
miss.
I've ever seen.
He doesn't miss.
You don't think he's more like the things he does is more impressive than Tom Brady? Not numbers wise. Obviously, Tom Brady played a
Athletically,
lot
for sure.
longer, but as far as like what he's capable of, like if you could pick, let's say they're both rookies.
Yeah.
If you had to bank on one guy,
Yeah.
I'm going with Brady. This is coming a lot from someone
Brady
who hates
Brady doesn't have the mobility. He doesn't have that. He does crazy shit. You never saw Brady go falling down, throwing the ball. He just does. He runs. He like
But if
Brady.
there's 2
Brady was
minutes-
great in the pocket. He could step back. He was so accurate. He's a total winner. He had a great line for most of his. He had a lot of protection. I think.
well, Mahomes has a
yeah, but
ridiculous
Mahomes has all of that. He never seems to miss. He throws right on target, no matter what the stakes.
his team's stacked
And
though
he's
too. His team's
crazy
stacked.
mobile.
Tom Brady didn't have his. I mean,
I'm
Mahomes'
saying-
team is stacked.
But here's the larger question as a novice watcher of football. It does seem that so let's just take passing in the pocket. You could make the argument that Mahomes is at least as good as Brady. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have
Yeah.
that. So you have that. Then you'd have this. But Mahomes is more mobile. Mahomes does crazier athletic things when he's being taken down, whatever it might be.
Brady didn't have to do that though.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that, and he couldn't do that. So, to your point, if you had to choose who you wanted on your team, the question becomes:
What are we talking? With 2 minutes left, I'm
That's
taking
what I'm
Brady all
saying.
day. He doesn't lose.
Yeah, but either does it seem Mahomes. So the question is, if you had to choose, Mahomes is more athletic, more mobile, can throw the same, in the pocket, just as much a winner,
Decision-making,
just as
I
much
don't
a
know.
winner. Well, so the other thing is, the other part is he does seem to be able to make decisions in split second timing without throwing interceptions. Right?
Is this conversation racist?
Am I wrong? What do you mean?
That's always the knock. Like that's the thing that analysts do is when it's like a non-white guy, it's like really athletic. Then it's the white guy like decision making.
But that's a good question. But I would say
That's how good. Like that's a knock on Lamar. It's like, oh, he can just run. He can't pass, so you won't see him run as much because he wants
Right.
to beat that narrative. When it's like, dude, just win the fucking game.
Yeah.
You can do it all. Like
Yeah.
he's a great player.
larger question is when a quarterback like Brady set a tone, like you were talking about, of discipline and of team.
He's a general.
So he's a general. So he
That's Dak Prescott's problem.
Well-
not a general.
there you go. So Brady's presence created a culture of winning and excellence, and you could make the argument. So did Jordan, right? And then does Mahomes have the same
Clearly,
effect?
they're 4 out of 5. But it's also their head coach is a big
Yes,
deal.
Andy
Andy
Reid.
Reid's a beast.
Andy Reid's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
Travis Kelce. Then remember before that they had freaking the cheetah.
Yeah. So do you think who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
That's a tough one.
I got the Chiefs.
You got the Chiefs. Well,
I
that would
just
make sense.
think momentum, and I just think Travis Kelce, and I just think somehow they get it done. I don't know.
I'm taking Niners.
You are?
Yeah.
Mahomes has been the starter for 6 years, right? He's been to 6 AFC Championship games.
It's insane.
This will be his 4th Super Bowl.
It's insane.
Brock Purdy's been to none.
It's insane.
But the quarterback to me would be Mahomes. The team itself would go to the Niners.
Yeah. Agree. Niners have so many weapons on offense.
Bosa's on right now.
Beast.
But what you'll see in the Super Bowl, what I love about the Super Bowl is it probably won't be the CMC show. There's going to be these underlying kids that have not
There's
done
always someone
much.
that comes out of the woodworks. Kittle didn't have a big game stat-wise, but his blocking, it was insane.
Really?
Like,
I can't see. I don't see those things.
oh, his
when I
blocking
watch a
was
game.
nuts.
Kittle's so dangerous.
People that
because
know
of that.
football can see all these things. I don't see
His
any of
blocking was, yeah.
2 things matter in playoff and Super Bowl time. It's the running game and your defense.
Defense.
it. Yeah.
It's got to be a physical game.
They both have great defenses, man.
Physicality, though, the Niners win.
Who's going to be able to cover Kelce? Who in the backfield is going to be able to do that? Who's got the size?
But they have guys. I mean, it's the Niners, for God's sakes.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're a bunch of all-pros.
They're going to
I
double
think it's going to
him.
be a close game.
We'll see, man.
Let's see what the over-under is.
I bet it's Niners by 3, 4.
What are the odds?
That's what we're looking at.
Looking him up right now. Here we go. The number settled on 1.5 on Sunday evening. Meanwhile, the total is 47, but it moved to 47.5. So that's the over-under.
But
And the
what's the
49ers
spread?
are a 2-point favorite,
I said
according to
3.
BetMGM.
Yeah. That's fair.
They mollywopped him during the regular season, right?
I don't even remember that far back.
I think they did. They beat him up.
What else you got, Jen?
Okay, we can't play this trailer, but we want to play it for you guys because Conor McGregor and Jake Gyllenhaal, they're doing the
you see
remake of
this?
Roadhouse. And dude,
We've both seen it, though, so you don't need to play it.
never mind that.
I was watching it.
Because the audience can't hear it either, so it's like,
we're
who
gonna
are
cut
we
it out
doing it
anyways,
for?
yeah. But it was
Are
dope.
you
right?
impressed with Connor?
Let me see.
You're an actor,
trailer. Let
Bry,
me see
so
the-
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
You are
I'm
an
impressed
actor.
with Connor in general.
Wait, you saw it or you didn't?
I saw it. I'll watch it again.
No, let's not
Should I
hold
just
the-
fast forward to the Conor
Yeah,
part
just
then?
go to Connor.
Well, no, it's only what is it? 2 minutes?
It's 2 minutes and 30
I'm
seconds.
kind of happy with his body. That's why.
He's jacked.
Look at
We
him.
all
Look at
are.
him. Guys,
Keith, Bry, what do you think?
say this right now.
Say it.
Oscar worthy?
I'm gonna say it right now. Single greatest movie ever made.
What did you say?
I said single greatest movie ever made.
I think it's gonna be good.
Doug Liman, who's done a bunch of action movies. I'll watch it. I'm definitely going to watch it. I was there and somebody goes, I was watching the game with a bunch of burly guys. One of the guys goes, you know how you make Roadhouse gay? You cast Jake Gyllenhaal. I was like,
I love Jake Gyllenhaal.
I love
He's
Jake
one of my
Gyllenhaal.
favorites. Yeah,
I love that guy.
I disagree with that.
Me too. I was like, that guy's great.
Sounds like that guy might be gay.
I was going to say, I was like, sounds like you're just jealous of his amazing body.
No, I love Jake. I'll watch it. It's on Amazon too. It's not in the theaters, so that makes it even easier.
Wait, what?
I thought Jake did
not theaters.
didn't Jake do an MMA show? But I guess he's playing a movie.
Jake
This
do
is
an
not the one.
MMA
He did
show?
an MMA movie, I guess, but
This
this
is
is
it.
not it.
No, he
This
did
is it?
boxer.
Nobody else did an MMA movie.
No, this is
This
the
is
main.
it.
This is
Oh,
the
where
one
he
where
becomes an MMA fighter?
he literally is in the UFC in this
Yeah.
movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the story. It's an ex-UFC fighter.
man, that's a tough one. And he finds himself out there, and then Conor's great.
He did really well, right? Like,
yeah.
As far as acting,
Conor's
yeah.
great.
Have you seen the original Roadhouse with the Sways?
It's my generation.
Okay.
Have I seen it? I lived it.
Oh,
I
might
think
have
it's
been in
me.
it.
I'll check it out. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. Doesn't miss.
It's on Prime, so I'll definitely check
I
it
feel
out.
like
now.
it's on
It's on to
Prime.
March.
So it's not hitting the movie theaters?
Why
No,
wouldn't this
just
be
straight
in-
we
Amazon
looked it
Prime.
up. Yeah,
That's interesting.
What?
But a ton of movies are doing that.
wild.
Ton of movies are doing that now.
Wow. All right.
all right. I think that's it.
Guys, Louisville Comedy Club, March 1 and 2. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be, I get that. In Bakersfield, me and Sam Tripoli doing a fucking gig. And then that would be anyway, it's sometime. And
Jesus
then
Christ.
I know, I got to find out. And then I'm
Oh my
at the Rec
God.
Room in Long Beach.
That's
with
not
Sam
up
Tripoli.
either.
Check it up. I got to put it up there. And then Bricktown Comedy Club, March 8 and 9.
Holy fuck, dude. What a mess.
Yeah, bad news.
All right, kids. That's it. Love you.